Today, I want to talk about expectations. I feel as though once the season starts to near a little bit more, our expectations start to skyrocket. Are we a rebuilding team? Did we jump past a rebuilding stage? Howie said he wants to beat that 2-year timetable that it took to get that Super Bowl. But can we actually do it? Let's talk.
Yeah, fly was flying, you on the team, touchdown, time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby, it's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog, or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, really time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. And we are out here, man. Listen, so I want to talk real quick just about expectations. You know, we've heard a lot of different things. We've seen a lot of different things. Some moves have been made. Even just yesterday, some moves were being made. And I don't feel like the Eagles are done. You know, and I said in the intro, Howie Roseman said in his interview, he wants to beat that 2-year time span that it took for us to rebuild after we lost Chip, or after we fired Chip, I should say. And that means 1 year, guys. That means this year. That means this year he thinks we're a competitive team. He also said in that same interview that he wants Jalen Hurts to take the job and run with it. He wants him to be the franchise quarterback. Now, this leaves me thinking, if you want to beat that timetable, those 3 draft picks don't really mean much to you, right? And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying next year isn't what you're looking at necessarily. You know, could the Eagles be a team that goes out there and picks up some veterans? I feel as though we have a lot of depth players. We have a lot of good depth players. And we have some guys that can be starters. But if you go out there and you add a top tier cornerback, even if it's for a year or two, does that make us a contender? I know the NFC East is tough. You know, the NFC East is having a rough patch right now. The NFC least, I guess you can call it, right? But we've been known to be a very competitive conference, or division, I should say. And honestly, the NFC as a conference doesn't look that scary, especially if you're looking at somebody like Aaron Rodgers leaving. Somebody like Russell Wilson isn't necessarily happy with their situation. Obviously, the front runners right now in our conference are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But how long will that last? So, I mean, realistically, what should we do? Do you go all in? I'm thinking to myself, is there anybody out there really worth going all in on? Especially as far as a trade. Does it make sense to add a Julio Jones? Does it make sense to go out there and try and get a Stephen Gilmore if you can? You know, the more that I look at this roster, the more that I kind of change my vision on what we can be and what we can do. If you want to make it happen quickly, we have the assets to possibly do that. Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, can be a quarterback that can bring you to a Super Bowl. I truly believe that. Now, will he be the guy that, you know, puts up 50 touchdowns and all this extra stuff? Possibly not, probably not, most likely not. But he is the leader. He is a leader. He has that leadership in him that can lead a team, especially a young team. And if you can get some solid veterans in key positions, it's possible that we can make an actual run. Our offensive line is very good when healthy. You know, the Eagles have always been a contender, in my opinion. Even when we've sucked. When we sucked, we've been a contender in the sense of if we can get healthy. You know, I feel like we were saying it even last year. If we can have an offensive line for more than 2 weeks, we can do some things. We had talent. We have talent. Different schemes, different coaches might help. But at the end of the day, I feel like this team has the talent and it has the assets to add talent that can make them a contender. Now, I've said this before on my live streams. The closer that I get to the season, the more unrealistic I get. So this is all me just kind of spitballing and playing off of what Howie Roseman said in his interview, realistically. Do I think we're going to go out there and sign a bunch of key free agents? No, we don't have the money, but it's possible. It is possible that some trades happen, that there's some guys that we don't necessarily think will be gone, that will be gone, because maybe Derek Barnett didn't sign an extension because you're saving that 10 mil. Maybe he's somebody that you can package to get rid of, and you save 10 mil getting rid of him. Maybe that's a contract match somewhere. You know, I'm spitballing, but we don't know. You know, I'm giving Howie one more chance. And this is it. All right. And I'm not saying you have to go out there and win a Super Bowl this year, Howie. I'm saying something got to happen. I need to see some consistency in what you are saying. You're saying that you're down to build this team and you want to see Jalen Hurts succeed, right? So I need to see that backed up with your actions. That's really all I'm at right now. I think that we can be a contender if you really want to push it. You know, like I said, we have possibly 3 first rounds next year. We have 10 picks in total next year. And we have players on this roster with value. Whether or not we want to see them go is another issue. But it's time to make decisions. And look, I feel like it's going to get crazy before this season kicks off. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you think that we are actually a contending team? Do you think that how we can put the pieces together in free agency or the trade market to really make the Philadelphia Eagles have a run in the playoffs this year? You guys let me know, man. But other than that, I am going to be giving away, I got a couple of these shirts left. So if anybody wants these, you know what I'm saying, we'll give them away once I hit 2K. Once I hit 1,800, we're like 10 away from 1,800. So once I hit 1,800 subs, we'll give them away. Just leave a comment and say you want one. Let me know your size. And, you know, if I have it, first come, first serve. I got like a bunch of large. I got a couple extra large. And I got a couple 2X. So just hit me up. Let me know if you want one. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. Peace!
Everywhere, this is for you.
Yeah. Fly Eagles Fly on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in.